Hi, this is Brianna and this is Whiteoak Goodies. I'm really super excited today because today I'm going to be showing you how to do a penguin cake. I know in my last video I talked about how I hated the dreary, gloomy gray weather, but one of the things I do enjoy about winter is doing like the fun animal cakes such as penguins and polar bears, and I like doing the icy snowflake cakes with the light blues and the pastel purples. I actually really enjoy doing that. So today I decided that I'm going to show you how to do a penguin cake. It's going to be really fun and it's going to be really cute. And we're gonna go ahead and get started on that, and super excited. So now that I've switched my camera around, you can tell that I already have this base ice in black. What I did is I went ahead and I crumb coated it like I normally do, like I did in my first video, and then I went through and just used a black icing to cover the entire cake in this black color. Normally with black colors, it does stain teeth and it does stain the mouth. So if you want to, a good way to avoid doing that is you can also use a dark chocolate ganache. It won't be an actual black, but you can also get that really nice dark color without having a problem with staining your mouth. But as I said, I already have this covered in black, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use my white bag that has a round tip. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start forming the face of the penguin. And you're just going to kind of draw an outline of it, just about like so. It almost kind of looks like a heart. It's a good thing for like kind of around Valentine's Day when you have like heart-shaped cookies or heart-shaped cakes and you kind of want something a little bit different. You can also make penguins with the heart shape. And I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to start filling in this space. And as you can see, I'm not doing a very like precise job of having all the lines touching all the way. I'm going to actually go ahead and go back through with my spatula and kind of squish everything in together, so it doesn't have to be perfect. Might want to kind of get some of these bigger gaps though. And get that all tucked in. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use my small bent edge spatula, and I'm just going to kind of push everything into the spaces, just filling everything up in. And I'm just using that push and pull technique, just pushing everything back and forth. As I said, filling in those spaces. Getting it kind of nice and smooth as I go. Nice and easy, quick and painless. And I'm just going to kind of keep using that spatula just to kind of smooth everything out. Just applying just a little bit of pressure and kind of turning the table as I'm going. Ta-da, nice and smooth. Got that nice little shape that we got going on there. I'm gonna scrape that off on the side there and continue going. And I'm actually going to be taking some of my leftover black frosting that has a small writing tip in there, and I'm going to kind of start making outlines of what I want filled in. I'll probably go back through and re-outline things later, but as of right now, we're just going to kind of do an outline of the big bold eyes, and again that little tail though, we'll get that covered up in a bit. Continue doing those big eyes. So now we kind of have a base idea of where we're going to be putting things. And I already have a nice light blue frosting that we're going to kind of use to fill in the eyes in there. And normally what I do is I like to do a lot of like half moons. And we're just going to kind of fill in that space again. Trying not to go over the black lines. You can if you need to, but trying not to. Just kind of filling that in. And again, doing another half moon over here. Filling in that space a little bit. And I'm going to go back through with my small bent edge spatula and just kind of gently smooth those out. Another good technique for smoothing out frosting is you can get like a wet paper towel once it's kind of set a little bit and lightly tap it, and that kind of helps smooth everything out. Most of the time I don't have time to do that, so I just use my spatula just to kind of smooth everything out. Ta-da, quick and painless. And then I'm probably going to go ahead and take my black frosting again. We're going to make that circle. We're going to kind of have the penguin kind of looking off into space up in the corner. Fill that up in there. That one doesn't quite match size, so we're just gonna make that a little bit bigger. You know, I think that I need a lot more blue in there, so we're gonna kind of go back through and just continue filling in that space. Come back again with that spatula. A nice way to kind of get that nice smooth edges is instead of going back and forth, this time just going up and down, or really just down, just so that way you don't get that pulled effect. Just like so. And then just to kind of give it a little bit more definition, I'm going to add a little bit of white to it, just because, I mean, your whole eye isn't blue. It's going to have the white of the eye and all that jazz. And again, we're just going to kind of make those into half moons. And you can kind of see that it's kind of starting to bubble up a bit. And that's why we'll kind of go back later and do more of that outline work. So that way it kind of gives that more definition again. It's already looking super cute, loving it. Go back through and use my spatula again. Gonna kind of make sure that we don't have any of that blue on there while I go back through with the white. And just smooth it out. Kind of shape it a little bit. And I'm gonna give it some nice little anime, little bright little eye specks. I don't even know what these are called, but it makes it really cute, really fun. Kind of gives it a little bit more character to the eyes. And as I said, I'm gonna go back through with that black outline tip. And we're gonna just gently go around. And a lot of times when I do this, I don't really go all the way into the frosting. I kind of let it just like drape. Gonna go over one more time. And I'm gonna do that with the other side as well. Again, letting it kind of fall into place instead of pressing it into place. There we go, isn't that cute? Got the little shiny shine. And I'm actually gonna give it some little eyelashes to kind of up that character look. Can't forget the eyelashes, make it really super cute. Do that on the other side as well. Loving it, super cute. And then we're gonna go ahead and add that beak in there. And the way I'm gonna do that beak is I'm actually gonna be using the same round tip that I used for the white. So I'm just gonna switch that out. I don't really clean out the tips in between use. I just kind of normally stick them on there, re-put the little cap on, and then I'll take like my bowl, or in this case I'm just taking my vintage spatula or my bench knife, and you just squeeze it out until you get that orange color you're looking for. Just kind of clean that off. And then we're just going to go ahead and make the beak. That's actually really tall. We're going to go ahead and add a little bit more black in there, just because it looks a little too tall up there. Just kind of fill that space in there. Yeah, that looks a little bit better. Not as high up on the nose, gives it a little bit more space, a little break in it. And we're just gonna go ahead and just kind of give it just like that little triangle beak. And a lot lot of times when, instead of also using my spatula, what I'll do is like as I'm squeezing out the frosting, I kind of just like, I'll stop squeezing and just kind of make little circles as while the tip is in the frosting, and it just kind of helps smooth it out or gives it a little bit more texture. And voila! Cute little penguin cake to kind of help with the dreary weather, makes it a little bit more fun, a little bit more cutesy. And that is going to be our penguin cake for the day. I hope you enjoyed looking at this. I think it's super fun and super cute. Please don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much. I hope you learned something. And this is Brianna with Whiteoak Goodies. Thank you so much.